we got 4. Which one we doing? Partnerships? Hey, maybe in your blood or mindset in this season. What you want to do next?
Whatever you want, I'm on.
Um, I think. Ooh, we can talk about mindset in this season with our hats. You see how I did that? You see how I did that?
You be so winning.
Yes. Who we shouting out today? Who we? You don't want to? I can do it. You like it?
I don't remember all the details.
Excuse Key in that brain of hers. Shout out to Black Vine. This is a brand we were introduced to at the Manifest Your Purpose Spring Market that we recently went to, which was really good. Shout out, really, really good. Shout out to Manifest Your Purpose. It was just a room full of Black entrepreneurs and their businesses. We definitely went in, spent more than what we should have.
Listen.
But with intention, and I'm glad that we got what we got. And so what's funny, when we came across this brand, I was like, oh, I like the aesthetic. She was like, we got to double check because, you can't just be wearing anything.
You can't be buying them from no devil worshipers.
And I was like, we ain't do no devil
I'm like,
worshiping.
what this upside down?
What it mean? Y'all know what y'all be saying about, the diamonds in the eyes and stuff. But no, this is a faith-based. I don't know if she would call herself a faith-based brand, but the owner is faith-based. It is a faith-based brand.
100%. She is.
Being connected to the vine, emphasis on the vine. So wanted to make sure we shouted the brand out.
Yes. You know what I liked about the owner though? What? Like, I seen her stuff. I'm like, it's cute. Yeah. Like, it's cute. And then when she said what it was about, the confidence and the she said it with, baby.
Yeah, when she said we are all connected.
Give it here.
All connected to.
Give it here. I buy it.
Yes.
I said that's how you should stand behind your business.
For sure. And I was like, she was in the corner. She had the whole corner on lock.
She did.
Baby. So shout
and was
out
able
to swiftly
let you know.
Quickly. Yeah, I like it. I like my little ball cap.
Mm-hmm, me too, good.
But segueing into just mindset and the importance of mindset. What's funny, I don't know if it's on your algorithm on TikTok, how people have just been outside in the grass and they're like, this is my depression melting away. All I needed was just some sunlight. All I needed was just...
I feel that I'm going to go participate.
Yes.
Because I feel it 100%.
Yes.
I feel it 100%.
Vitamin D and sun.
It's so important. Because
it
just makes you feel like, you know what, guys, shit ain't that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it could be, yeah.
Shit
it ain't that bad. So it's in beautiful. Comparison to like our earlier episode, the Father Can You Hear Me episode, where would you say you are now? Like, how has your... so you look at it. I'm scared to ask. Where's your mindset now?
I feel like I'm in a different... I'm like transitioning to a different mindset or in a different mindset because then I was like trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And like, but now I'm just like, I don't even care no more. Mm-hmm. That's where I am, like in a season of my life, especially because the first half of my pregnancy was that I'm like, it's not even fair to my daughter to give her that environment when I've never gave any of my other kids. I mean, now we went through some shit with the other pregnancies as well, but it switched. I'm like, I'm not giving her this. Baby, life is great. Life is beautiful. You are a blessing. And everything gonna be okay, no matter what. But yeah, that's my mindset in this season. I'm just being. I'm not letting nobody disrupt my energy. Like I want people in my space that love me, that care about me, that like really, really want to be there for me. If you got your own shit going on and you can't really be a light in my life right now, then I see you when I see you.
Yeah, and that's okay too.
Yeah,
I'd say. I'm definitely in a better mental space. And it's not just because of the good things that have occurred. Yeah. So I talked about this on the Not a Real podcast when I was in St. Louis. Shout out to Church and Chi. But January 7th, so the day I went viral with Tabitha, but before BET, before the job, before all of that, like, driving Addie to school or driving Addie to the bus stop at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm literally toiling back and forth with like thoughts that the enemy was imparting in my head, just about like when you go home, it's the same routine, like you got these bills on the counter, and I literally at that moment was like, it's 6:30 in the morning, I'll be damned.
Like, come back, nigga.
I be like, you go find some business because this ain't it. And just literally having to toil back and forth with like, I was really just tired of just being so frustrated and angry and like feeling like I'm making all of these attempts to do better and it's just not resulting in the things that I want. But I don't have control over the stuff that's happening to me, but I do have control over my response. Right. And being angry at 6:30 in the morning, that's barnacles.
Literally, like, who got time for that?
Barnacles.
And I'm just like, even if I feel like to me, I was like, you have to talk back to those thoughts.
Yeah. No, truly. And shut it down where it is.
I said, I know my thoughts be laughing. Because I be like, girl, shut the hell up.
And like, you have to, literally,
you would sit there and you would think something. And you know when you know this ain't from God. Mm-hmm. God wouldn't say this about me. Mm-hmm. God wouldn't talk to me like that. So that ain't of God. And if it's of God, it's of the enemy. Mm-hmm. Baby, you can kiss my ass.
Yeah. To yourself. You gotta
look who I'm rolling with.
How much swerve and they're gonna whoa.
Literally. Like, I'm not worried about what you got to say. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's not easy. It gets easier over time. And like you saying, being able to discern. Because if it's anybody to be in their word, it's her right here.
Period. I be trying.
Understanding, like you said, when those thoughts come, because you do not have to believe every thought that enters your brain. That was a concept that felt so foreign to me before. I'm like, how I don't believe it's my head, it's my voice, but you didn't put it there, and don't let it linger to ferment and to lay roots in order to So I literally was like, in that moment before I even go about my day, nah, this ain't nope. You can't have my joy. You can't have my smile. You can't have my laughter. You cannot have today. Yeah. You may have had them other days, but on today, you cannot have. Look, you cannot have.
And you may catch me slipping next week.
You might,
but just know.
Yeah.
I know. I know how to. Don't sit there and sit in it.
No.
Like that's the worst. No. A lot of us do. And I've caught myself slipping several times, but I'm always like, girl, like you start talking back to those thoughts, like, girl, no.
And believing that there's more work for you to do, like knowing the God we serve, this is not a place of permanence. Like this is not a state of being that he wants me to be in. Literally. Like this is not a space of impact that he wants me to be in. And so just seeing when we were together at the spring market, like how people would stop and come to you and engage with you, or how people are telling you how, like, the comment yesterday was like, they love ghetto Bible stories, right? And so you know that there's still work to be done. So that mindset of, I'm not worthy or whatever, the key in your head be talking about, like, nah, this ain't, nah.
Right. And I just love, like, stuff like that because it just show you how gracious and good that God is. Because I'm like, those people that came up to me was like, oh, I really love your dress. I'm like, they had no idea I cried myself to sleep last night, or that I'm like going through my own emotional battles and stuff. But then they just radiated their love to me. And one girl was like, I didn't even want to say nothing because, I didn't want to feel weird or whatever like that. And I'm like, no, like, you don't understand how much I needed that in this moment. So, yeah, I say that to say, if you feeling like you should say something to somebody or something, you don't know what they going through. Say that.
Yeah.
Say it. They you look so pretty today, or your skin glowing. Been working on that skin for 6 months. Ain't nobody saying shit.
You know
Goddamn, comment the skin.
Baby. And so to that point, in the viral moment with Tabitha, and how she messaged me, she was like, actually that video meant a lot. So in the luncheon that I recently went to, where I got to meet her, a part of her speech was just about how people don't necessarily know that she's been under attack. Like, we've seen the stuff with Target and just how people been, because she got her daughters and she got Chance, but y'all got her messed up real talk. Real. But under attack, personally, under attack in her business, and how she talks about, her mom used to say the devil don't mess with nobody that ain't got literally something worth messing with, right? Essentially. And she talked about you can still be elevated and you can still be honored even while under attack. And I was like, heal ye. Heaven, yeah. But
heaven, yeah.
Heaven, yeah. But I was like that is a word. Like, people may not always know what you're going through, but me making that video just kind of bringing public attention to just my admiration for her. I don't know I didn't know what that did for her. For me, I was just like, I've talked about Tabitha before. I told you she's on my Mount Rushmore. And I even told her, I'm like, you have thousands of notifications when you go into your Instagram. I can only imagine. You could have saw mine, liked it, and kept on scrolling. Girl, it's me buzzing. I need to turn mine up.
Girl, look. God damn it. See, this the devil trying to interrupt us talking about Tabitha Brown. He let my goddamn weed fall out.
And your phone. We need that. Hold that thought. You ain't being it.
I'm going to put it in my pocket. The show must go on.
And it will. But you just never know. So what are some scriptures that you... don't do that. You don't even got to know, just if you know the passage. Okay. Just the passage. Or affirmations that you cling to when you be having to tell inner key to shut the hell up. Shut the heaven up.
That's a bad. That's a bad. That's a bad. That's a bad.
No, that's not scripture, but.
Oh, no, definitely not.
But.
Definitely not. It's gonna be Proverbs to me. I don't know why I've read that chapter like over 3 to 4 times. Yeah. Just because I feel like I want to have wisdom. I want to live the way that God wants me to live. And Proverbs teaches you this, taught by Solomon, who was the wisest man alive. So it's a lot of them.
I'm a fan. Look. You know my Romans 8:28, that is my favorite. And
a little resting of the arms. Ooh. And what he said, a little resting of the arms. It was just like, it's going to bring poverty to you like a thief in the night. And I'm just like, that's heavy because God does not want you to be lazy. Like, you got to get up and you got to put some work in. Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, the Lord's telling me what to do and I'm waiting on his blessing, and I'm like, okay, good, but what are you doing? Like, what are you doing to? Yeah. It can fall in your lap because God, he can do anything. Like, it's no limit to him. But also, get in the word. Yeah. If you get in that word and you start reading, you like, okay, that ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. What I'm supposed to be doing is this, and that's working. He said, work like the ants. You ever think about the ants? They had them damn saltine crackers on their back.
I was going to say potato chip.
A whole hot flame. I seen 2 ants carrying a hot flame of Cheeto. I was like, you know what? Y'all can have them. Let me set out 3 more for y'all because they was working for that hot Cheeto, and the Lord says it in the Bible, work like an ant.
Yeah, you got them some more flaming hot Cheetos.
Listen, I'm like, y'all can have some. What y'all need?
You such a gracious giver.
Listen, I'm finna start feeding the ants, goddamn it, because they work hard as hell. I'm inspired.
Only you. Only you.
It's what the Bible says.
So Isaiah 43:2. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown.
You will not drown.
When you walk through fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. And so that wasn't one that I typically would draw to, but when I read it, and in the time in which I read it, I was like, yes. Like, yes. I'm in the water neck deep, but like, it's the inner peace of knowing, like, I'm not going to drown.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go under. Like, this is very uncomfortable, but I'm not going to go under.
I'm not going under.
The flames, like, it's real hot up in here, but I'm not going to burn. Like, I will survive this. And so the scriptures, along with the affirmations, all I have is all I need. All I have is, I say that constantly. Keep Your Head to the Sky by Earth, Wind & Fire. That is my song. That is my song.
No, I'm talking do. I know that ain't it.
That was Stevie.
That's all I know. Though.
But it's in the genre. It's a genre. And Be Optimistic by Sounds of Blackness. Like, that is like, be optimistic. My black anthem. Like, I will listen to that when I wake up in the morning. And young kids, even like my daughter's age, may be thinking affirmations are like corny. They are like a lifeline for me.
Yeah.
To say it, speak it, cement it in your spirit, in your heart. Like, how you move, it all starts in the brain. And that's not being, I mean, I guess some people say it's being delusional.
Yeah. But
you need a level of delusion.
Like, you got to look in the mirror
to
and be
survive
like,
at this point.
What you mean? I'm Key Dawson.
Say it again.
What you mean?
For the friend.
What you mean? It ain't nothing that I cannot
never not
do.
Never won't.
Nothing. I mean, unfortunately, you have people who don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I remember this lady, we was having a conversation, and she was like, I think some people are delusional when they be like, I'm so cute, like I'm the baddest person in the room, and they know they don't be. Well, said that they don't be.
Right.
Because if I said I'm in there, I'm the baddest in the room.
And that's that.
What is wrong with me for feeling like that way? If that's delusion, okay, I'll be delusional. The president.
Yeah. Of delusion.
I am the president of delusion.
You stay at 10 and 2.
Because if I feel that way.
I received that content or that comment too. When I was listening to The Breakfast Club and Charlamagne, it was something about Kodak Black. And I think Kodak Black had made a statement like he's like the greatest rapper alive. And Charlamagne was like, if he said that, like, why does it bother y'all that if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. Like,
exactly. Why wouldn't he think he's the best?
He didn't
why wouldn't he want to be the best?
I'm better than Jay-Z. I'm better than. He didn't give specific names of who he thought he was better than. He said, I'm the greatest rapper alive.
Yeah.
And regardless of what you think, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels.
That doesn't mean that person isn't great. He can't be the greatest rapper alive to some people. And this other person, it goes all the way back to we are all not the same.
Yeah.
It's such a hard concept for people to get. I do not operate like you. I do not think like you. Yeah. We are going to have different opinions. Yeah. Either you're going to rock with it or you're not.
And that's okay.
It's
people
okay.
got to stop finding offense where there ain't none. You ever seen the meme of Velma from Scooby-Doo where she be looking for her glasses and she be on the ground looking like this, trying to find them damn glasses?
It's that you went cockeyed. I'm cracking up.
I imagine that's how Velma look on the ground trying to find her glasses. And they right there. Quit trying to find a fence where there is none.
Literally.
Keep them damn glasses on y'all face.
Please, mind your own.
Please.
It's such a joy to mind your own business.
Because that's really all I got time and space for anyway, if we being honest. That's all I got time and space for.
Like, ma'am, I cannot take
to lend that much energy towards. Like, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna intercede on your behalf.
Yes,
but to be
I love you.
Yeah, that's it.
But we're all going through something.
We are, and we all are getting through.
Getting through something.
We all getting through something.
Period.
So, what would be your last token of affirmation to give somebody else in whatever season?
I trust God. It's that simple. I trust God. And people be like, the faith of a mustard seed, and you just don't never really think about that concept. But it's like, if you really put all your trust in God, let's just think about this. There's a person out there a living God that has all the answers, that knows everything, that's never wrong, that created you, that know you more than any single person on this earth, that knows the right and the wrong way. And you don't want to get close to that. You want to be lied to, abused, not loved, like the person that loves you the most, more than your mama, your daddy, your husband, your kids.
Yeah.
He'll never play you like a bald head.
He'll never play you like a bald head.
He'll never spin the block, but you done splint the block on him so many times.
And he been right there.
You be mistreating him all the time, not talking to him, not in your Bible, just not even trying to get to know him, and he's still there.
He still be
giving
on that
you
porch.
Grace.
Come
He
on.
ain't gonna do that. I'm like, fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got my own going on. He never does that. He's always there.
That's a
Why wouldn't I want to put my trust in him? It's hard because you look around and you like, my nigga, where you at? Like,
truly.
You say I ain't gonna drown, but goddamn,
baby,
I'm spitting out water, goddamn.
Right,
like, where is you at?
Babe, you just gotta lean back, because when you lean back, you float.
And then at that last minute, boop, you like, oh, trust God.
It literally do be feeling like that last
Trust
minute.
God, talk to God about everything, come as you are. Just imagine me and God conversations. I know the day I leave this earth at 106 and I limp into heaven, we just go bust out laughing. We just go bust out laughing because I'm like, the way our conversation be, it's who I am as a person. We gonna be laughing. I'll be like, I love you so much. Like, you was just there for me the whole time. Don't you remember that time I said I was gonna do this? I ain't do this.
Drive into the car, ram your car into the garage.
Sometimes it get there, but
you just go in the house and make you something to eat.
What's yours?
I would say allow those feelings to pass. Don't act like it's not there. Don't act like you don't care, because it will come back. Like, it's a part of the healing process. You have to let it go and flow through you to really get a clear understanding of what God is working in you. And that's what I would say in this season. Like, I had to let them feelings, like, it hurt. It was very uncomfortable, but my body would not allow me to suppress it. And I feel like that was a part of my healing process. So let those feelings, when they arrive,
let them go. Let them be.
Let them release. Let them release. Because you can't keep putting it up under the rug. That rug about this high.
Man.
Dust mites and everything.
I'm telling people, I be crying in the car.
Let it
I
release.
be crying in the car.
And go about your business and go get something to eat.
Literally.
Pho, preferably.
Take a nap.
Listen, when all else fails, go get some pho.
Is there somebody knocking or am I tripping?
Is that Panda? Message.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.